brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. Today we're going to be playing as the most upvoted country in a video or two ago, still playing a little game of catch up, which was Greenland. Now, what difficulty is Greenland? It's definitely not hard. It is an expert level country. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, Greenland does start out with 167th best GDP, 16th best GDP per capita, which is bad for us. Population is low. Military power is 1 to 99, which means we have no troops. Our diplomacy is our saving grace, though. We are friends with a lot of countries. We have a good mark of friends here in the EU. We're also pretty close to getting alliance with the United States. That puts us at an exchange rate of 76%. But again, our GDP being so high means that things are going to be very expensive for us. We do start off as a democracy, which we are going to switch to an autocracy here. Let's bring up paramilitary to 2.8. Bring up martial law. Let's bring up martial law pretty high. We want to get to like a percentage down below. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Say that's going to be good. Let's get some troops out there, even though it's going to be incredibly expensive. Yeah, 283. We get 108th because our population is low. Our GDP is high. So that's going to be really unfortunate for us. Let's get a full unit of you guys. And let's get about 3,000 tanks. 3,000. And then whatever we can get in rockets, about 780. That works for us. Let's get some military research going. 2 levels of combat training. And then 3 levels of reactive armor. Bank, you know what? Let's just go ahead and throw the other point into combat training. We'll worry about the economy here in a little bit. And then speaking of economy, let's set up our budget as usual. Bring down social spending, bring up R&D, and then bring up liquidity. So that's going to be pretty high liquidity. It is going to slow us down a little bit, but with no real economy to speak of, it's fine for now. So we'll save up our troops. Now, we do have access to the sea, which means we can take advantage of all the little countries. We definitely want to get down here in Africa to grab some population and lower our GDP. I'm kind of looking at Namibia right now. They typically have a lower military, but we'll see what rises when we have our troops. Okay, in the year 2027, we have our military. Now we just need a target. Russia's doing a good job of taking a lot of the territory I probably would have wanted for myself. What's our total military strength? It is 6.53. Now that is something we're going to have to be a little bit cautious of because we can't replace it. So we really need to pick weaker targets. And I don't really see any that are super weak right now. So I think we'll just bring our troops down towards Africa so we can react a little bit quicker and see if we can jump on any of the big countries taking out their another smaller country's army and see if we can get involved on that. Although Mexico, you don't have any troops. Mexico is a perfect target to jump into right now. They are the 11th best GDP, which is going to raise our GDP a lot. And I think their GDP per capita is 54th, which is, I think, lower than ours. Yeah, lower than ours. So let's go ahead and get involved in taking out Mexico right away. Now, with 6 million, we're not going to be able to split. We don't have a lot of commandos, which is what we would need to fight Mexico because they will raise a lot of rebels against us. But we will be able to get this done. Now, let's check out who declared war on us. Venezuela, Colombia, or Uruguay, Dominican Republic. Okay, so let's get Venezuela out of here. That's cheap. Colombia, cheap. And then who else declared war on us? Uruguay and the Dominican Republic. I know the Dominican Republic has an army. Let's go ahead and get them out of there. And then Uruguay is pretty cheap as well. So that is everybody but the Vatican City. I don't imagine the Vatican City actually has an army at this point in the game. So we're free to just invade Mexico. We're making about 40 right now. We've already jumped up to 79th best GDP. There's the Vatican City's army. Never mind. Well, we're able to defeat it. So don't mind that. And we'll just kind of continue to blitz through Mexico. Okay, Vatican City's actually sending troops over here. How much to peace out with you? Wow, a lot of money to peace out with Vatican City. Probably because we fought them. Let's try and get some troops out there. We don't have a lot of money, but we need commandos to help take down Mexico. We're just bleeding troops at this point because the rebels are stronger than us. Monaco's declared war on us. Does Monaco have troops? I'm surprised they still exist. They do. They have actually a pretty good amount of troops, so let's go ahead and execute a peace treaty with them. Good. Spain's taking out Venezuela, so we shouldn't have to deal with them again. And we're making a good amount of money. We're now the 16th best GDP, still finishing up Mexico. Again, with their high population and because they're a democracy with military service, it's just a big pain in the butt to invade them. We also are dealing with Uruguay now. We can finally peace out with them, though, so hopefully we won't have to see them again. And we can kind of roll through, and once we have all of Mexico, we need to take a little bit of a breather and reinstate some troops that we have lost along the way. We've gone down to 5 million firepower, but that's with us reinforcing pretty consistently in commandos here. So we've lost a good chunk. We even lost an entire section of reinforcements due to rebels here. So that was a little bit unfortunate of a misstep, but nothing that we can't overcome. And Mexico's been defeated. Wonderful. Okay. We're close to 1 million And monies, let's go ahead and just send everybody. I would love to buy an alliance with you. That's kind of expensive. What about China? China's a little bit cheaper. I'm going to go ahead and buy the United States for right now. It is a little bit expensive, but I'd rather walk through their lands to get home. And let's go ahead and start building up a military here. We can double our commandos right off the bat. And after all that, 16th best GDP, 39th best military power, 42nd best GDP. So we did lower it a little bit by invading Mexico. We do need a weaker target. Venezuela probably been one we should have jumped on, but that's okay. We can get to them later. What about, give me somebody high. I think Gabon would be a good target for us, but I think we just prioritize building an army really quickly, because down to 8 million firepower is not the best. We do need more rockets. We need a lot of everything right now. So let's just take a beat, build up some troops. We're making 1,000 gold, so that is a great start for us right off the bat. And we can just kind of build up from there. Watch out for India. Oh, gosh. They're very scary. Ooh, looks like Spain and Morocco are kind of fighting each other. Let's get down here. Yeah, there goes Morocco's army. Let's just wait this one out. How many troops do you have left? That's very low, considering you were, what, the 53rd best GDP? Let's invade Morocco. And peace out with everybody else. All the other boys. Is that everyone? Yemen, Kuwait. Okay. Morocco went after their claims in Spain. Yeah. Which was just dumb of them. But that is the end of Morocco. We ended up losing about 1 million firepower overall, but walked away with a little bit better GDP per capita, up to 45 now. So we need to find some better targets. Looks like Colombia would be a great one, especially as Japan's invading. Let's see if we can jump down there. Yeah, Colombia ran out of troops and Japan actually left. We have 1 million in the bank, which we should spend on some tanks right now. Let's go ahead and start building that up. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and invade Colombia. Ooh, Italy's declared war on us for our Moroccan territories. Nothing we could do there. Peace out with you. Yeah, you can take that. Hopefully they'll leave us alone now. That really sucks for us that they did that, because we can't really retaliate. I mean, what's our diplomacy like now? We've lost most of our friends here, which is unfortunate. We're still friends with the United States. Ooh. Yeah, we can survive, but we'll just need some more territory to do so. All right, Colombia is done. Let's go ahead and send everybody home. Could we just, not do this pathing though? Let's just go straight there. There we go. Send everybody home and now build up a military. We do have to worry about Italy now, because they'll be back for sure. So we need a lot more troops in order to protect ourselves. We have 10 points that we could throw into economic research discount, bring us down 18% for the future discounts or things we're going to get. And we do have, well, I think we should invest in commandos a little bit more. And we're going to need to start investing in tanks and everything, but let's get us closer to 1 million first. I don't know what the United States is doing, but they're being very aggro right now. They're going after China. Ooh, this could be a big development for us if they actually fight China. We could have a chance of taking down China ourselves. That would really help us out in kind of the speed run game. It looks like they're going over there. Are they? Where are they going? Oh, most of their troops are going back. So they're taking the Venezuela holdings without much opposition from China. They could really take out China quickly, though. We could really use some manpower, and Algeria doesn't have any troops. So I think it'd be worthwhile invading Algeria. Granted, a lot of their good territory is already spoken for with Italy, but we can jump in here and grab some of the remainders. Now, we don't get much of the valuable parts of Algeria, but what we do get is access into more of Africa, which we do need to lower our GDP per capita. We're just having to buy off most of the Arab League here. As Italy's fighting Libya, we're going to jump in on that one as well if we can. Love to get over here into Chad and Sudan for their GDP per capita more than anything else. Lower ours a little bit would be very nice. And now that we touch, let's go ahead and just immediately start fighting Libya. Do they have an army? No, they don't. So we'll finish up a little bit of Algeria with the remainder of this army and then push for Libya. We definitely need a border with Chad, though. That is our biggest priority. Fortunately, Italy's army was just defeated in that section, so they don't have a ton left. And now we can really start aggressively pushing over here. Let's go ahead and get some rockets. We really are lacking in that department. Let's get 163 out there, and so we can continue our push. But we desperately need population, and we desperately need to lower our GDP per capita. 45 in the world is just not going to cut it. We'd love that number to be a lot lower, especially as we haven't taken a big developed country like Russia yet, as they have still 6.5 million firepower left, so we do need to be cautious about that. Ooh, Italy's going into Egypt. It's a shame we don't have access to the Mediterranean. We would love to jump in on this. So as soon as we get borders with them, we're going to try. Italy's trying to cut us off. Go. Let's just use both our powers to go into Egypt. See if we can squeeze our way through, maybe get up to Cairo. Italy beat us to it. A little bit of... Oh, their army's been defeated. Did they get Cairo? No, they haven't. Okay, we can still get there. We just got to push aggressively. Slingshot our way up north. There's still a slight chance we can get there. We're capturing most of the Nile. There we go. And we get Cairo. Oh, huge development for us. That's very big. We jump up to 2,000 gold a tick. And now we have a lot of access to a lot of the countries we would like to invade. We have 20 million firepower. Let's bring everybody down here. Let's start investing a little bit more into more commandos. And we're going to want to finish off Chad and then definitely Sudan. Sudan probably first. But let's get this reinforcements down here. Okay. Reinforcements are here. Let's start going into Sudan. Get ready to start buying everybody off. Nobody cares about Sudan, which is great. So now we can start splitting and going. And we have more than enough to get smart taxation. So let's get that first level out the way. Increase our economic growth. Growing by 2.82%. That's nice. It is going to be lowered a little bit by grabbing some of these smaller countries. But again, we're trying to bump up our GDP per capita and our population as well. So that's our biggest priorities right now, as well as getting some actual military out there, because we do have a sizable military, but it's mostly in commandos. So we definitely need to bump up our tanks and our rockets a lot for taking out bigger countries like Russia. And this is the prize. This is what we would really want, is Ethiopia. 81st GDP per capita, 17th best population, no real allies to speak of, and their army's depleted. So once we finish up with Sudan, that is our next target. Let's get all the reinforcements down here. 27 million firepower, really climbing the ladder right now. And we'll just continue to keep pushing that advantage here with going into Ethiopia. Okay, two big targets. Ethiopia first, then Saudi Arabia, who's also weakened. We got our troops. Let's go ahead and start fighting down Ethiopia. Their army's basically gone, so we can go ahead and split here. Oh, their army's still there. Okay. But I feel pretty comfortable splitting multiple times just to kind of push for this, because we want to get into Saudi Arabia rather quickly, but we need to get Ethiopia first. Okay, Ethiopia is done. Let's go ahead and grab everyone and start attacking Saudi Arabia. And we can also get some more tanks out there, as well as get another level of smart taxation out the way, just increasing our economy even more. Let's fight down Somalia's declared war on us. We'll go ahead and peace out with them. No need to fight them yet. I don't think they have a ton of allies left. Yeah, it's just Somalia. And we defeated their army. Yes. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start splitting. Ooh, who's this? Iran? That is very unfortunate. We lost a lot of troops there. We lost about half our army. Iran sneak attacked us. Didn't see that they declared war on us. And we lost a good chunk of our troops. So that is very unfortunate, especially as we were really just about ready to go into Russia because we had more than double their numbers. But now I don't know about that. That might kind of slow down our chances here. Let's just keep building up a military. Ooh, and Germany's going into Iraq. Let's go ahead and split our army and tell them to go into Iraq as well. Okay, our wars in the Middle East are done. Let's send everybody home for a second. We have another 4.1 to finish off smart taxation. Again, we don't do the last level because the level to jump up to 4 is we pay an extra 4.1 for only 2% when we're doing 4 and 5 and 6%. Let's go ahead and get another level of tanks out there. 1.84. Currently stand as the 7th best GDP. Russia is still on the table. They have been increasing their troop size, so we might need to hold off for that. There is still some good opportunity down here in Chad and Nigeria. So actually, I think I'm going to bring everybody home, or at least down here. Let's get some more rockets out there as well. And we'll consider invading them. Looking at the rest of the world, just making sure no big powers are weak. Nope, looks like everybody's rather strong right now. Wow, China only has all their military power wrapped up in commandos. That's interesting. And our defensive power is at 87 million. We've lost a lot of friends. Could we get an alliance with the United States? We can. Let's go ahead and get that back lined up just to protect ourselves. Units are here. Let's go ahead and start invading Chad. Okay, and with them defeated, we can invade Nigeria with one army, or remains of it, and then invade Cameroon with the other army. There we go. And we can continue our conquests into the CAR and then the DRC. So let's go ahead and fight the CAR together, fight down their whole military, and then we'll just grab the rest of Africa, the scraps in Africa that we can. USA declared war on Japan. Interesting. Argentina just fought a war with Uruguay and weakened themselves pretty significantly, so we can jump in there. The reason why Argentina is a good target, low military, but look at their GDP per capita is 19th. That is definitely something we want to get involved in, so let's go ahead and fight Argentina down. Now, Chile's declared war on us. So far, looks like that's the only one. Don't need to fight them. Russia's also declared war on us. We'll go ahead and peace out with them as well. And I think that was everybody. Yes, that was just those two. And we get the 19th best GDP basically for free. Let's go ahead and start splitting, though. Ooh, India and China are fighting. This could be really good for us. This is really good for us. India and China are fighting. China only has commandos left. Let's jump over to China. Bring everybody. We can definitely win that war. Yeah, they only have 5 million firepower left. This is a good time to strike. We just got to get everybody in position. Japan's already there. Very unfortunate for us. Okay. Let's go ahead and strike at Beijing. China, do you have any military? No. We can go ahead and split. And we do have enough points for a self-sufficient economy. Let's go ahead and jump on that. We need to start building another army. We have pretty good numbers so far. We can't be unhappy with where we're at. Second best GDP, second best military power right now. You know, GDP per capita is still pretty high, 44th overall. We did just lose an army there, so that really sucks. Let's combine you two. But with the money we're making, we should be able to ramp up our production here in troops very quickly. Russia's declared war on us. Let's go ahead and stop that. They're not very strong, but no need to fight them, especially when we can buy them off for a single ducat. And let's prioritize getting the southern regions of China where there's a little bit more economy. Our old friend Italy is once again showing up, which is quite unfortunate for us. And we have another army ready. Let's go ahead and deploy them and start working again with our typical reinforcement pattern of 2 levels of commandos, followed by a full unit of gunners. And then when those are done, we'll spend whatever we have on tanks and then rockets. And honestly, I'm going to make the switch to fascism a little bit on the early side. Start saving up for exploitation here. Call that good. And once we get that level up, we'll have some real troop production. We're currently #1 in military power, but we can really unleash our power here with fascism. So we'll wait for that to go through, save up whatever troops or money we have so we can really make some big splashes in the troop department once we finish up that exploitation. Ooh, and Russia's going down. Let's talk about economy here. What's the better economy? 12th, 17th best, or 10th best? Obviously 10th best, but we really can't get over to the eastern part of Russia. We'll go ahead and take this one army though and say split, go fight Russia. A little bit bad timing on our part, but honestly not a mistake that we can't overcome. We just need to push for the real economic zones here. Exploitation's all the way up. That's great. We have 63 million in the bank. Let's go ahead and get 10,000 tanks, rockets, and then let's start spending some money on commandos. Just able to squeeze through. Oh, we got cut off. That's unfortunate. Okay, so that's the end of our Russia campaign, but now we can just help finish off the rest of China. We'll still be the second best GDP at the end of this. We could potentially fight off Belgium. That's going to be actually a bit of a tall order as they have all of Europe behind them and we just don't. But it'll be fine for now. We can get another level of self-sufficient economy, finish up that. And now we can start working our way down towards remittance to increase our economic growth. And let's just keep ordering giant orders of military. How are we doing GDP-wise? United States has 51%. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit behind the 8 ball on that, but nothing we can't catch up on. Because after this, I want to attack Japan. Third best GDP, only 20 million firepower. That's definitely something we can overcome, especially as most of their military is wrapped up in commandos. Once we have our big death stack all the way wrapped up, we're going to be real big powerhouses to rock with. We're going to get another 20k of those guys. And then another 6,000 rockets out there. So we're going to have a real big army when that's all said and done. Hold on. Were they? Oh, they almost pushed up to the point where we could get them. We could jump through Uzbekistan. In fact, let's roll through Uzbekistan because there's some parts of Russia that are not quite, that have opened up due to rebels. So if we can get there, we'll be in a really good spot. I think there's some good economic zones in that territory. There are. So we want to get through there as the Russian rebels have kind of opened up some territory in Belgium that we would love to just grab for ourselves. So that's going to be good enough. Get into Russia. Grab me those territories. Okay, let's start ramping up, grabbing everybody to get ready to invade Japan. Belgium, I would love. Oh, Belgium, you don't have any troops. UK, could we get an alliance? Yeah, we can get an alliance for 2 million. Belgium, 25 million. Go kick rocks, brother. We're going to walk through your territory regardless. Start working down remittance. Get a level in that. That'll help our economic growth by 15%, diplomatic exchanges by 10%, reducing population growth by a little bit. I think we're #1 in population, though. Yeah, so that doesn't matter too much. We just want to make sure to strike Japan with as much force as possible. They have 30 million firepower, but again, it's all wrapped up in commandos, so we should be able to crush that. Let's go ahead and get another level of tanks out there, and as long as we attack them on flat ground, we should be fine. Maxing out our tanks and rockets again feels always great. The United States has a really weakened army. And they don't have a ton of friends. Italy, United Kingdom, Canada, Czech Republic. That's it. It might be a good time, instead of fighting Japan, who's the 3rd best GDP, to take out the #1. 22 million. I think, honestly, let's get ready to fight the United States. Let's bring everybody over here. Okay, all of our troops are here. 96 million against 25. But their army's split, so we can definitely take advantage of this. Let's go ahead and invade the United States right now. And how much do they have left? 19 million. So we took a big swath out. Canada invaded us. Italy invaded us. Let's see if we can buy off people. Italy's not one I really am looking to fight. We can buy them off too. And then the Czech Republic has also declared war on us. 12 million for them, a little bit more expensive, but that's everybody who cares. So now we're just directly fighting the United States. We'll wait for their big military to come and fight us down, and we'll just take the eastern seaboard in the meantime. Still building a lot of troops in the background, which is going to take a little bit of time, but the economic gains we're going to get from the United States cannot be understated. This could really propel us into a victory. Okay, that is the end of the United States Army, so we can definitely start splitting. Let's go ahead and do that. Split it into groups of 20. Let's just have this unit be right here and just do defense. Take out all these rebels. Okay, and that is mainland United States wrapped up. Brazil has declared war on us. Let's see if we can peace out with them. We can. 2 million. Nice and easy. We have one more unit of commandos. How is big is this army up here? Pretty big. 18 million firepower without adding a single tank or rocket. Overall, military-wise, we have remained basically the same, and we can kind of continue to keep rolling from here. Let's send one unit down south. Oh, that's everybody. That's unfortunate. Japan's declared war on us. Love to fight you here in a second, but give me a minute. All right, that's most of the United States that I want. No, we'll go ahead and finish them off. India's pretty big. Oh, yeah, they're a good target. I honestly want to take out Japan first, and then probably India after that if we need it. But we have basically finished off the United States. Let's just grab the rest of their Iranian holdings, and then we are going to probably fight Japan first. They just have tanks, and then India would be a great target for us. But we have 44,000 tanks. We're in a pretty good spot with more on the way. Iran's the last little piece I want, but we do have 83%, so we only need one more target to really get the victory, and that is going to be Japan. So let's go ahead and just start wrapping everybody up. Say thank you so much for all your hard work. Bring everybody over here to the coast of Japan. Okay, that is most everybody. Spain's declared war on us. Well, let's declare war on Japan really quickly, and then we'll see if we can peace out with Spain. No, we cannot. We'll just ignore it for the time being. Did we defeat their army yet? Yes, we have. Great. Let's start splitting. Let's push for this win. 92% so far. I don't know if we're fully going to be able to get enough of it. We still have these areas in China to get, which is going to help us out a tremendous amount. But we should be able to kind of roll our way through. Let's just make sure that everybody's split and going in good places. Give me areas that actually matter, because we are going to be going down in GDP a little bit. We're only moving up by land that we grab. 96% away. So to get that last little bit of percentage, we're going to just invade India. In fact, let's group everybody together really quickly. Indonesia's declared war on us. Can we get you to stop? We can. Great. And let's just mass invade India. That should be enough. 4% for the win. Let's go. We're going to be losing a lot of troops as we do this, but we're just pushing for the win. Italy's invaded us. Again, not going to be too concerned with it. They're invading areas that we don't necessarily need. We don't have 4G to stop them, so let's just hopefully see some big progress here against India. India's going to be a tough one to crack just because they have so much population. We're at 99%. Let's see if we can get ourselves done here before the rest of the world fully turns on us. So far, it's just Spain and Italy. They're the big ones. Brazil hasn't. Italy's once again invading us, so we really need to push through, get some more of Italy or India right here. Almost there. Point. Oh, we were very close, but we lost some big territory. Come on. Oh, we're losing more percentages. Spain, can we get you just to stop? Big victories, big victories. Oh, the world is really making a consolidated effort to stop us. I mean, we're just losing Africa and we're gaining India. So in theory, we should be able to overcome this. I think we've lost a good amount of our military, though. Yeah, we lost about 40,000. Oh, but there we go. The victory is ours. Huzzah! Greenland dominates the world after 34.29k days. Let's go! And that puts us 5th on the leaderboard. Craft once again showing us how it's done, getting it done with 21k days. But that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hey, make sure to leave a like, especially if you made it this far. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. And if you have a country you'd like me to play next, put in the comments down below. We always play as the most upvoted country in whatever video we're on or catching up to. So we'll see everybody in the next one.